I've learned over the years that the collaborative process and any dispute resolution process, but particularly the collaborative process, works so much better when the client is prepared and they have clarity and knowledge and they know what they're going to do or what's expected of them or who's available to provide them with information to help them. And so instead of having the same conversations over and over again, I developed a few different stages of resources and information. That's where my kitchen table divorce eBook came from, so that it's easily accessible, that people can look at it. And it's really an intro type book. If you're thinking about divorce or you're thinking about how do I have conversations with my children, what things should I start gathering or looking for, it's all in that book so that they can start gathering information, and it really sets the table nicely because they have all of the information at least organized or at least thought about, and it sets some expectations. Most of the people that I deal with that are interested in collaborative divorce, they are interested in it because they have children and they're really concerned about the future of their children. So I have written a children's book, and it's called Rudy and Allie, A Listening Ear and a Cozy Corner. It comes from my 20 years of experience hearing from parents what their children need. I also used to be a guardian ad litem, and so I interviewed a lot of children, and I would pay attention to their questions and their stories. And so I developed a book that is soft, it's calm, but it teaches lessons of how activity can help you or how drawing can help you. And then it has a parenting section at the end, so it can help the co-parents also, that when they're going through a stressful time, how can they do things with their child? How can they communicate with their child? How can they check in with their child? So it's a story, but it's also a resource to help at home. And then I have a 90-day restorative divorce workbook, but I use it with my collaborative clients. That supplements the collaborative process. I give my clients legal education, legal information, legal advice, but our 90-day workbook is more personal reflections where they can have a space to focus on the past, hopefully not too negatively, but they can process it and say, here are some things that were troublesome, either in my marriage or our co-parenting relationship, and here are some goals. My clients that are prepared with their financial documents, prepared with some information they can share with their children, and emotionally prepared fare much better in the collaborative process. We have less settlement conference meetings. They're in this, albeit stressful, process for a shorter amount of time than if they didn't do any of that preparation and they just thought the attorneys will handle it or the judge will make a decision.